What's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time SDCC is going on, and of course we're going to be talking about some Transformers reveals. Now, before we discuss that, I want to bring up that I might be a little late in talking about some Transformers news. I'm taking some new medication for my anxiety, and so that kind of puts me off sometimes. So I feel well enough to talk about it now, but I just want to give the heads up. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the first Deluxe Class figure. This is Skullgrin, so it's based on the original Pretender, but much like the Iguanas figure, it doesn't have the Pretender shell with the character inside it. Instead, it's kind of an amalgamation of the shell and the inner robot. So that kind of makes sense. I mean, if you got Iguanas doing that, of course, Skullgrin's going to do the same thing. Now, when we heard reports of listings for some of the upcoming Transformers, we heard that Skullgrin was going to be a core class figure, but then he got bumped up to a deluxe class figure, so that's pretty cool. And taking a look at the figure, I am reminded of the original deluxe class Skullgrin that was a rework of the Straxus or Darkmount figure. And for this one, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think the aesthetic of the robot torso is fine. It seems, to fit in with everyone else. But then you look at the shoulders, and that's more of the Skullgrin trait with the beast, Pretender shell. And then the head is just this giant, massive thing. In fact, you can see some of the hinges that's necessary for the transformation, because there's no way that head is just going to fit inside anything. But I find it really weird, not just because it's a big head, but because it's a skull head. It doesn't really fit the aesthetic of the rest of the robot. I'm not necessarily complaining about that. I think it's a cool idea. It's just, I'm kind of distancing myself from two different things going on here. Like, it just doesn't really connect. But still, it looks like Skullgrin, and I'm excited for that, and I love the colors of it too. I think it's fantastic. Taking a look at the next figure, we've got Deluxe Class Dead End, so of course we knew about Dead End. And I think I'm going to be a little quick on this one. Obviously the legs are pretty basic, but they're the combiner ports for the the Metasaur set. You can see the portholes on the front there. I think that the chest is designed pretty well. It does look a little wide. The wheels on top of the arms kind of remind me of the core class Bumblebee from the War for Cybertron Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, especially when you got the panels right there. I think the head sculpt looks good, and hopefully there's not about 20 repaints of this guy like in Combiner Wars. I gotta say that seeing Dead End in a new mold feels kind of refreshing, and I'm excited for this. I know he got bumped up on the Cyberverse show, and he got more attention there. So I feel like more people are probably going to be invested in getting another Dead End, but there's that. Anyways, moving on, we also have Deluxe Class. Now, they call it Autobot Blanker, but this is Pointblank originally. And again, it doesn't show any of the weapons, so it does not show Peacemaker in this image, but we know that we're getting Peacemaker because the same listing that said that Skullgrin is going to be bumped up to a Deluxe Class also said that Pointblank is going to come with Peacemaker. Now, I'm kind of confused why the name has been changed. Usually it's a copyright reason, but we have both names, so that's kind of weird. It was an official listing that showed that we're getting Pointblank, so I don't know what's going on there. It's kind of like the Chase thing from the Titans Returns toy, where that was also Roadburn, but the name was changed in the instructions. Anyways, taking a look at the figure itself, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, because it feels like there's different things going on. I love the shoulders, I think that looks fine. The chest is very square, but then the arms have this rounded off bit to the side, and then the legs look kind of weird. They're definitely hollow from the back. You can see how it's going to transform. It just folds up over the legs, but it just seems kind of spindly and thin. I'm not sure. There's just too many things going on that feels different and doesn't really flow with the overall toy. I'm not saying I hate it. I definitely don't. It looks like Pointblank to me, but it does look a little weird with some of the proportions, is all I'm saying. And then we also have Crankcase. Now, Crankcase definitely looks like a Hound retool. That's immediately what I thought it was, but it's not. It's a Skids retool. You can see the lower legs are reused from Skids. You can see that the arms are reused from Skids. The feet are reused from Skids. So I find that kind of weird that they decided to go that route, and I'm very curious to see exactly how the chest is going to transform. So he's definitely a very boxy looking character, and I almost feel like he might be a little too boxy. I'm still hoping that there's some way to put the weapons over the shoulders, because that would be nice. Hopefully he doesn't just reuse the same weapons from Skids. Hopefully they give him something new. I do like the blue addition in the chest. The dark blue looks nice. I think the head looks pretty cool. It does look a little generic, but it's Crankcase, and Crankcase isn't really the most exciting Decepticon out there anyways, so I'm still happy that they're finally doing this character, and hopefully soon we'll see images of that needle nose. And last but not least, we also have the leader class. This is the Transmetal 2 Megatron, so obviously the continuation of the Beast Wars Megatron. This is the later one in Transmetal 2. And I gotta say, I like the overall look. I like this burning red design and with the little touches of purple, because of course it's Beast Wars Megatron, he's gotta have some purple. And I do like the wings. It could have looked a little more sharper, maybe a little more golden, but I mean, they still look big and glorious and whatever. His head his head definitely does look weird with the top thing going on, but I always thought that the Transmetal 2 Megatron in the beast mode, the robot mode, always looked a little off to me. It just felt weird that his overall design looked like I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but this skin suit made from a dragon, and then you just see his face right there. I don't know, there's something off about it, but it's just so glaring and so Megatron to me, and I like it. But if you don't like this image, there's also the back of the packaging that people have found, and it comes with a flare effect piece, and we do get to see the beast mode, and I think the beast mode looks fantastic here. I love how the wings spread out, and I think that the overall design looks much better in this render for the robot mode as well. I love how he's got the beast mouth out like that. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. So what do you guys think? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads. And I will see you guys next time.
AllSpark TV. Now that's just prime.